Hello everyone, this is Joni, and as you can see in front of me, I have been making some Christmas ornaments, and what I want to show you is exactly what I did use. I just went to the store and I got these at, I believe I got these at Michael's, and you can get them in this size or you can get them up in this size. They're pretty big, and so I got some of each. And this is the ribbon that I used on my ornament. And it came from Joann Fabric. And it was, let's see what the name of it is. It's Peach Shadow. And let's see, it is, I don't know how much it came, how many yards were in it. But there were quite a few yards in it, but this is made out of polyester. It's 100% polyester. Now, I would not recommend buying this for a bow after I used it on this one because it isn't structured enough. It doesn't have the wire around it to help you form your bow, so I wouldn't be putting that on it. I will not be putting it on one. But what I did was I took this plain thing here, a little ball, and I started out with this. And I have this sort of lace-like material that I used, believe it or not, on something in my daughter's wedding, and that was quite a few years ago. But I still had it here at the house, and so I just divided this into fourths. And I put one entire piece around because the globe, you could see where it was constructed, and it had a little line around where the two pieces went together. But I started from up here and I went around right over that line so you can no longer see that. And then I went up here and I just cut this down to right here and then stopped it so it wouldn't go across the bottom and form a big ugly place down there. So then I brought it up here, and what I used was the Eileen's Original Tacky Glue. You can tell how much I've used it by how messy it is. And I would put just enough of that on there to hold that, and then I would hold it securely with my fingers until it dried, which was about enough that I could move on, probably about a minute, and then I would move on to another section. So it really didn't take me that long. Now, I filmed this entire thing on another video, but it got messed up some way, and so I just thought that I would go ahead and show you the thing. Now, this right here, this bling stuff, is coming from this stuff right here. And I think that it is just beautiful to put on ornaments. And what I did was I took these squares and I cut them. And then I turned them around to where they look like diamonds right here. And I put 4 of them together. And I put them on in each panel where it's a fourth. I put it in each panel to form another diamond. And then I took the outside circles of the bling, and I took 8 of those. I cut 2 wide and 4 rows. And I put 4 up here and 4 down here, and I did that all the way around through here. And this is really, really good stuff if you're wanting to decorate something with it. And then I like I said, it isn't a lot of work. Then I took the ribbon that I showed you, and I just gathered it back and forth like you would just a little bow. It's not hard. It's quite simple, and I think I've got that one taped. But all you do is just gather it back and forth in your fingers, and then I took a piece of real thin metal. Not metal, but it's stuff that goes on your flowers. I use these little roses to go across the center of that. And this has real tiny, thin wire on it. And it makes it really nice because you cut these roses off anyway. And then I took that and wrapped around my bow. And it made it quite secure. But yet it was small enough it wasn't obtrusive or anything. And then after I cut the bow, the flower off, I cut it off to about right there. I left about 1/4 of an inch on it. and I put the little roses all across the top here. And then I just sort of flipped these up and made them fuller. And it turned out as a pretty good ornament. I like it. And I probably am going to just take a piece of this ribbon, and I'll go in here and stick a little bit of glue in there, and then put a piece right in here, and I'll put a piece of ribbon hanging up there to hang the bow with. Now I can show you some other ornaments that I have made in the past. Now this is one that I made, and this is lace. It's just little flowers, and you might worry about using Eileen's tacky glue to put them on with, but they clean up, and what they clean up with is, I've got the stuff right here. You can use the wet ones. I get the big packages because I use a lot of these when I'm crafting. You can take one of these, and that glue can be even hard on this. And you can just start down through there, and it will clean that right up just as pretty as can be. Now, these are a little dusty because I just pulled them out to show you. But this is some of the bling that I took off of the round thing that I showed you right here. And you can see how pretty it is. And I just divided these into more than fourths. And then I went between them with this. And then I took these little iridescent pearls and just put them up here and glued them, and then just left them sort of stringing down here. And any movement at all, and they are going to shine and shimmer, and they're just loose. And then I took this, I love this bow because it has the wire in it, and it looks filmy and really pretty, sort of coldish like. And I was able to fix a bow on there really pretty. And then I took a thinner little ribbon and made the thing to hang the ornament with. And then, like the other one, I put the pink roses across through there. So that's one that I made. Then this is another one that I made. And my tree is done with mauve and burgundy. And that's the way I've had it for probably 20 years. And I love it. And what I did with this, it's another name. This is called something else, but I can't remember what it is. But they have it at Joann's, but I call it sort of a brocade. And I had it in white, and I had it in a light mauve. So I did an ornament in each color. And I did this the same way, except I put this down in sections, and then I came back and lined it with the iridescent pearls. And I thought that gave it a really nice look. And then I took my ribbon, and I used three different colors: the burgundy, the mauve, and the white. And I left the ribbon hanging longer on there. And then I just put a little pink, the mauve flowers up here, rosebuds, with one little white one in the middle. And then I just took a little metal thing and stuck it in up there. And the way it feels, I would say that I wired it to the thing that holds the ornament on the tree. So that's the way that one looks. Then here's the one that I was telling you that's almost like it. Now this is the mauve I was telling you about. I love that mauve. It is so pretty. And the bow is done in a pink with a little bit of the gauzy look on the outside, but it has the pink roses on it. And I did it the same way with the pearls. I outlined each section of that with that. Now the roses, I put them across this way instead of across the top of the bow. In this one, I just put them across. And I really like that. And I'm hanging this one with the little pearls. You can see where I stuck down. I took it down in here and just glued it. And it formed a little thing to hold it with. Now, this one is another one that I made. And I concentrated on a lot of bow on this one. And it has the same little pink flowers as one of the others did, except it doesn't have the iridescent pearls hanging down the side. It's more with just the rhinestones up the sides in each quarter panel. And then I put these roses all across the top. And this ribbon is so easy to work with. You can just put it anywhere you want it, and it will stay there. And this, I made some of these last year, and I put them in my china cabinet. And I made my daughter one, and I was going to give her hers, and I was going to put mine on my tree. I forgot about them because I've got so much Christmas stuff. Now here is one that I was just messing around with this. And I really haven't finished it, but I think that I'm on a good idea here, so I'm going to work with it. I just took little dots of white paint straight out of the bottle, those taller bottles, and I put white and I put light blue. And then I went back and I dusted that with a real pretty light blue, uh, oh dear, glitter. And I haven't gotten to the white yet. I'm going to put the white glitter on the white dots. Now, as you can see, I've got a paper clip through here, but I will be getting rid of that. But I'm going to put a real pretty light blue ribbon and maybe put some white in it. And that will be really pretty. And I think there will be added more too. I might put the dots just a bit larger. And that would go with my daughter's tree. So these are the ornaments that I have been making this year for you. And you can see they're simple to make. And I really don't buy this ribbon to make anything with, though, as far as an ornament is concerned. Because you can see the difference, the way this holds its shape, like this is a year old. And it's been sitting in my china cabinet. And this I just made, but it doesn't have the structure that this one does. So, like I said, do as I tell you, not as I do. So, I thought that I had more ribbon when I started this one, but I didn't. So, I had to go with what I had. So, but I hope it's a pretty ornament, and I really do like it. And I think it will look pretty when it's sitting on the tree. But if I had a preference, I would have gotten a different bow. So, but that's, and like I said, with the tacky glue, all you have to do is just take it and clean, because you can see how this one cleaned up. It was messy around, that's very intricate around those pearls. And I could get right in there and with my finger and a piece of the paper and go right around through there and just clean it right up. And you can see how much it cleaned up. So if you all like these, give me a thumbs up and make you some ornaments if you feel like you'd like to make some. And I'm getting ready to make another video, so I'll see you on my next video. And you guys come back and we'll craft some more. Bye-bye.